Out in the waves. Is it a beach bum? A successful businessman? A sage? Philosopher? A hippie? No, it's 2013 Hall of Fame nominee Steve Pezman, who as spokesman for the art of surfing is probably all of the above. Pezman is co-founder and publisher of the Surfer's Journal, various surfing books, executive producer of the Surfer's Journal on Outdoor Life Network, and the vice president of the Surfing Heritage Foundation. Steve has helped found various surfing organizations and currently serves on the advisory boards of the Surfrider Foundation and the Surf Industry Manufacturers Association. Long before there were beach party films showing it, or Beach Boys singing about it, or Gidget playing in it, there was a strong, vibrant surf community, and Steve Pezman was an early member, living the life. Pezman's life is the history of the popularization of surfing, and he's participated in all aspects of it. Steve, also known as Pez, started his aquatic career by skin diving in Alamitos Bay. By 1957, he was surfing at Seal Beach and the Huntington Cliffs. He graduated from Wilson High in 1959 with art talent and the ability to write, thanks to his intellectual, artistic parents. At LBCC, he claims to have been both outlandish in his demeanor and aloof from most clubs and campus activities. He formed an unofficial surf club with 5 fellow Vikings he remains friends with today, including fellow Hall of Fame member Leo Hetzel. Pez claims the ocean lured him out of the classroom and out to the more spiritual endeavor of surfing. He began surfing trestles, Mazatlan, and Hawaii for big waves like the 15-foot Makaha wave, which caused a sensation on the U.S. mainland after this picture appeared in newspapers and Life magazine. Steve lived on the North Shore when only a dozen or so surfers were living the surf pioneering lifestyle out there. He rode Waimea, Sunset, and shared the beach with turtles of Laniakea. Those were the foundational surfing experiences for him. He came back to SoCal, lifeguarding, doing odd jobs, then shipping out as a civilian in the Merchant Marine to Vietnam in 1965, carrying a cargo of beer for thirsty GIs. When he came home, he became a partner in a silk screening business and then started the Good Earth Health Food Bar at George's Surf Center in Huntington Beach. Steve learned to shape surfboards, experimented with new materials, and shaped briefly for several labels. He built an experimental shaping machine and started the first private label surfboard manufacturing business, Creative Design Surfboards. Next, he would get into publishing and began shaping public opinion, helping to define the surf culture that was evolving all around him. Steve got started in publishing at Surfing Magazine as a writer and later became an assistant editor. In the early 70s, he became publisher of Surfer, a gig that lasted more than 20 years until he and his wife Debbie, who had been marketing director at Surfer, began a whole new ride together. With their young twins, Sean and Tyler, on board, they gave up some security to start a totally different publishing model, something no one else had tried before, the Surfer's Journal, a cross between a magazine and a softcover book that covers travel adventures, surfboard design, profiles of surfing's most colorful subjects, and surf photography. With just 6 sponsors in each issue, it's a reader-supported publication whose fans include rocker Jackson Browne, who gave a subscription to President Obama. 22 years later, the journal is going strong under Team Pezman's leadership. Speaking of Debbie, every surfer needs a surfer girl, and Debbie is that and more. Steve says she really made the journal go and basically hitched his caboose to her locomotive. The pair have been a great balance in work and life for nearly 30 years, with her keen mind for organization, marketing, and management, and his articulate passion for the art and sport. While working at Surfer Magazine, Pez interviewed Timothy Leary, who felt that surfers were already traveling the path of the Tao, and that their example showed the rest of the world a better way to a better life. Leary thought that surfers had a better chance of reaching enlightenment on a wave than office workers did in their cubicles, unless they started surfing or dropped acid. Naturally, Steve has a star on the Surf Walk of Fame in Huntington Beach for his efforts to create and define surf culture. Despite being a true icon to fellow wave riders and salty dogs out there, he remains humble and shy, until you get him to talk about his passions, which include his family, Debbie, his 3 sons, a bit of tennis and ping pong, his painting, and his craft. For his experience as a surf pioneer, publisher, and environmental activist, the Long Beach City College Board of Trustees and President Eloy Ortiz Oakley proudly induct Zen Waterman, self-styled bohemian, and cosmic surfer Steve Pesman to the 2013 Hall of Fame.